Watercooler.
Wow, 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 wow.
Watercooler. Watercooler.
Wow, 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 wow. Hey, welcome to Watercooler, episode number 359, also known as 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 69 plus 14. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with us. Happy Thanksgiving week. We got a little bit different kind of show for you today. By that, I mean it's just going to be shorter. So thank you so much. You know the show goes, all right, Chris Locks, I'm on to kick it with my Cruel Digital Buds. In studio, Gary Smith.
So what's up?
And also Mike Dawson.
What is happening?
In the flesh. It's
Back.
been too long. And then also all the way in Long Beach, California, Kalen Bean.
What's going on?
Wow, are we all here? And Matt Fondelier in Austin, Texas.
Hey, brother.
Look
Matt.
at us. We're all here. Dawson's in. Kalen's in. We just finished a really great Malo Money meetup on our Patreon.
Yeah, we did.
What a mall of money.
Got some. We got to see some listener art,
Listener guns.
Facts.
listener guns. Kalen shared some crazy more crazy stories about his fish.
Yeah.
And yeah, just so much going on. Dawson's back. Dawson took an Uber pool with somebody, a stranger, and just was very nice to him and just talked to him the whole time. There's so much going on. So yeah, we appreciate all the people who come to our Malo Money meetups. And if anybody wants to do that, go to patreon.com/watercooler and join in on the fun. All right. So it is Thanksgiving week. So we'll definitely get into our plans because I'm curious because Matt's all the way in Austin. This is his first Thanksgiving, probably his first Thanksgiving away from home, his first Thanksgiving obviously in Austin. And then, Kayla and I are going to be spending Thanksgiving together. So am I sitting next to you, Kayla? Did I tap that seat next to you or seat savies or whatever you called it?
Yeah, I'll save it for you. I'll keep it warm. My daughters can sit on the other side.
Okay, good. Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they don't need to.
I'm working on some more tricks. So I took off my thumb in front of them. It was a huge hit. Huge hit.
Well, to be fair, the first time you did it, we thought that it landed flat. We thought that it did not go well at all.
They were just in shock.
Until my daughter had to bring in everybody else into the room so they could see him do it too. And we went, you know what?
Yeah.
This is actually turning into a hit.
Yeah, it was a hit. She brought everybody in that house over to me like, you got to see what this guy can do. Do it again. Do it again for them. Do it again. So I'm trying to think of what do I mean, I'm obviously going to bust out some coin stuff, maybe with your state quarters.
I got a new one.
I wonder.
Whoa, hold on.
Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. Let's hold the phone here. Kalen Quarters Bean has a new...
The quarter corner.
Yeah, he has the new quarter corner. And...
Unlike Matt's beat-off corner.
Now, we hate
the
very
shame corner.
different.
Yeah, that's the shame corner.
Yeah, never the same thing. So we gave Kalen the challenge of collecting all 50 of those state quarters.
Which is harder now.
Naturally.
We gave him the challenge?
We all gave it to him. We all put it up.
Dawson wrote him a
test.
letter that said, find these quarters.
Yeah, you got it notarized, I think.
That's true.
Yeah.
And so Kalen has been trying to collect these quarters, but in a very organic way. He can't go looking for them. They just have to find
cheating.
him.
He's doing the right thing.
Yeah, he's doing the right thing. But he's only at 3 for like 2 months now or something.
Well, we might be at 4.
Yeah,
up to $1, baby.
Yeah, are we up to $1 now?
Yep. Now there's 4.
What
my
state is it?
God.
Because I can't wait.
I don't remember exactly. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure.
How is this
Why
not
would
burned
you-
into your...
Why would you bring
quarters.
this up?
I mean, I can go get it, but then I'd have to get up. I don't do that. I'm
No,
pretty sure.
Go get it.
No.
Go get it.
God damn it.
No.
Go get it.
Oh, Jesus.
I need to know now. He can't just say, "Oh, I got
It's
a new quarter,"
Tennessee,
and I
dude.
stopped
It's Tennessee.
Chris's
All right,
story, his
wait,
anecdote.
Move on.
Let's guess. What do you guys think it is? Dawson's saying Tennessee.
Here's what I think. He's going to come back and go, I lost them. I can't find them. I can't find any of my quarters.
Now that is good.
I'll,
Chris?
I'll go Wyoming.
All right, I'm going to go Illinois.
Why?
Just is the
No, you're
most
supposed
random
to say
state.
Oming.
I did not pick up on that. But look,
All
see,
right,
now
hold
the
on.
anticipation is killing me.
Yep.
Kalen is looking at his
Do
coins.
you know that Mississippi bought
He's
Missouri and New
rifling
Jersey?
through his palm.
All right. Have you
Okay,
all gotten your guesses in?
We've gotten our guesses
Yeah.
in. Matt
I
already
was wrong.
lost. Matt already
I was
lost
wrong.
because he thought you had lost the quarters.
I thought you would have already lost the collection.
It's Massachusetts.
That's
Oh.
fucking wicked.
Oh.
Nice.
Who said Wyoming?
That was Chris.
Me.
Nice.
Oh God, you were so wrong.
I really was. What is the story? How'd you come across this so naturally?
Yeah, you should be logging all this on
Yeah.
a spreadsheet.
One day I got
tell your
changed.
kids.
I got
Location.
changed.
Maybe we can figure out an AI to predict where you're going to get the last one.
Change at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, Dawson nailed it. I got change. I don't even.
What did you
remember.
buy?
I don't remember what store is that. I just
buys
remember.
things
Don't
like
you
money?
want to know these things?
I
Isn't that
remember-
gonna make it such a more
You know, it was
impressive
probably
collection?
In and Out. Just statistically speaking, it was most likely
Yeah.
In and Out.
That's true.
Wow, you're doing a lot of in and out these days.
49 of the
I've
states.
always gotten a lot of In and Out.
Nice.
It's a big deal. I'm surprised you don't remember, just because I don't know how much cash you're really using these days, Caleb, versus contactless payment. But
More than most, probably.
you should be keeping track of it. It's kind of like people who win the lottery. They always announce where they got the ticket, what store sold them the ticket. Oh, they got this from the Chevron in L.A. or something like that, right? So. We should be noting that, Caleb, because this is just as big as winning the lottery. You finding
Well,
the quarter.
Okay, I will try to remember to log.
Yeah.
Where
Start
I got
logging
it.
them, because
Yes.
I'm going to be asking
You know
for
what?
stories. I'm going to
Winning
be
the
asking for
lottery
stories.
and getting to
35 out of
$13.
50 are going to be from In and Out.
The day's going to come sooner than later when you get a state and you're stoked you have a state, but then you realize you already have that state and you're going to be so upset.
Yeah, I need to
I'm
actually
living for that moment.
I need to actually get the map that you put all the quarters in.
Right.
So I need to order one of those.
You should look to see if they have like a Game of Thrones map that you can put the quarters into.
Oh yeah, can you get a Westeros quarter?
Get a Davos quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the kind of currency we really need. But anyway, save those coins because I'm going to be doing some tricks. Chris is going to be pulling some coins out of some ears for Thanksgiving, and I'm going to blow their minds.
Yeah.
Are they too
I
young?
gotta tell you, Chris, Hanukkah's around the corner. It is guilt season. You can get some chocolate coins and then not only pull it out from under their ear or over their ear, but then you eat the coin.
Isn't that going to be traumatizing?
Yeah, because I don't want that
Yeah,
to
then
encourage
they're
them
gonna
to eat coins as well. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, then the next day you can shit it out and then be like,
You're a
see
millionaire.
if you can find it. See what you
Yeah,
find in
they
there.
pull it out of their ear again.
Go ahead.
I pulled this one out of my butthole.
What?
All right. I really shouldn't have said anything.
Pulls a
They
piece
did.
of
These
gold
are
out.
your
This is your fault,
Thanksgiving
Matt.
fucking recommendations?
Now, I'm just Andy Dawson. That's what happens when you do that.
That's what happens, dude.
So, Kaylin, are they too young? Do you think they're too young to understand card tricks?
No.
Yes.
They would. Oh, Gary
I
says
mean-
no. Like
They're too young to
if I
fucking
shuffle
have
the card and it comes
They-
back up again.
Your
I'm not sure
problem
they've
is-
ever seen a deck of like a proper deck of cards in their life. So that might.
Your biggest problem is going to be attention span and maintaining it. And
Oh.
a card trick, you got to sit still for a while and like be be impressed
If you can
with
do
what
the
you're
one
doing.
where it's just behind your hand and then all of a sudden, boom, you have it.
Well, of
there
course
in
I
your
can
palm.
do that, but I have to. I want.
Then that one's fine. Then that,
but I want
okay.
that to
just
be their
keep it-
card. Like
just
there's
keep it to
there's
that
a lot of
one,
Oh,
Chris.
setup.
no, now,
Keep it to that
no,
one.
just
Let's see that
just
one.
have nothing in your hand
Get
and
that
then
on
have
video.
a card appear there.
Do that one where you palm it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Just
of
like-
course I can do it. I don't think anyone believes.
It's just like the Men in Black video.
There's got to
We
be
see
a card.
things
in this,
that we
there's got to
need
be a
not
card
see.
in this building, right?
I might have a video of it actually somewhere.
I'd be more impressed with seeing you do it.
Okay,
I don't think Galen believes you either.
dude, it's just a easy.
Yeah, you can go like this as much as you want. That does not mean you can do it.
Imagine the
'cause
card just
based
coming
on
in
that,
and out.
I can do it.
I'm
Dawson,
juggling.
can you do it?
I'm juggling right now. Leave me alone,
Dawson,
dude.
you're getting in my way.
If you're not a part of the video tier, Chris has just been waving his hand, his one
Now I'm
hand
just
up and
popping
down
up two
for
at
the
a
past
time.
5 minutes.
I'm really good at darts. Fucking bullseye.
Oh, I just hit a home run.
Bullseye. Bullseye.
Yeah. See, we all can do it. We all can do stuff. That's amazing. But okay, so I won't do the card tricks. I'll stick to just removing my thumb because chances are they forgot about that already, right?
Yeah,
I can
take it to the
reuse
limit
that.
one more time.
What about like that tissue paper that like you can light it on fire and it like just disappears?
Hey, again,
Yeah,
no,
let's maybe
no
avoid
with
the
the
fire. I
with
thought-
the
I
kids,
thought
Matt.
you were gonna
You
go
guys
with
are
the one-
terrible. How about me and Kaylin are the only people allowed to give suggestions for shit to do with young children?
Yeah.
Oh, like you mean Kaylin thought about the handkerchiefs tied
Yeah,
to each other,
the
and so the
handkerchiefs tied to each
infinite
other.
handkerchiefs
Yeah, that
that
might
just
be
come
good.
out.
That's a good gag.
That just
Yeah,
come
that
out of
would
my
kill.
pants or something.
Yeah,
that would kill you.
No, again.
You know
You know
what?
what you should
Now-
do? Get a really small car. Get a really small car. Pull it up, and then have like 30 clowns get out of it.
Oh, I could do that.
I thought that was going a different direction.
No, all the clowns coming out of the car, but
Yeah,
we'd have to
do
time
that
that.
one.
That's there's a considerable cost involved in that one because trying to find that many clowns who are willing to give up their Thanksgiving.
Here's the thing: I did such a good job last time I was there. I kind of have to top myself. Like,
You do.
And it's hard.
But let's leave
It's
the
hard.
pyrotechnics out of it.
Yeah.
Do the
No, we're
old
gonna
"Where
leave
are
the
my
pyrotechnics out of
pants"
it.
trick.
Yeah.
No, again, Dawson, no.
Chris, can you pull a rabbit out of a hat? Because I think that they would really enjoy
Kalen,
that one.
you're really asking me that? Look at me. You're asking me if I can pull a
Just
rabbit
take
out of
your
a hat?
beanie off and pull a
take the
rabbit
beat.
out of
Why are
it.
you
That
not?
would
Why are you not
kill.
doing that movement?
Yeah.
You really? What? Oh, the rabbit out of the hat.
You've got a hat on right now. I'm just saying, you missed opportunity.
I do it, but to be honest, there's gonna be some dead rabbits involved too. We all know how that
Well,
goes. Right?
nobody said the rabbit had to be alive when you pulled it out.
That's true. Oh, maybe I could do a skunk. Use a skunk instead.
Keep the
That
first
might
part of
be-
the trick. Kill the rabbit.
I might be able to
Separate.
actually make that one work.
You know?
All right, but anyway, got big thing. Me and Kalen are spending Thanksgiving together, so I'm really excited. Gary and I just got back from the Chargers game.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Gary?
Nothing's wrong. I mean, it was a fun day. Everything.
Dawson
fell
was
apart.
supposed to
Yeah,
go.
Dawson was going. Emmy was going. A bunch of. Over the course of like a 5-day period, there was like 30 different people who were going to this game. And it all kind of came together at the last minute, literally with like an hour before we had to leave our house.
Let me tell you
Who
why.
all went?
Well, let me tell you why. And to be honest, I don't really know. So let me tell you why.
That was confusing to me, by the way. We haven't talked about this. Chris,
Maybe we should ask someone who knows.
here's what happened. Chris told me at a certain point at like 2 p.m, all the tickets are taken. And I was like, great. Because at this point, I've already invited my dad and my father-in-law. And like, we've gotten down to like, you guys had all fallen out. And we were trying to make sure these tickets got used.
Let's rewind just a touch. We got 6 tickets
Yes.
to go to this game. All
From
right.
a very, very nice fan.
Very
who
nice guy.
Works for the Chiefs, right?
He
We
worked
can
for
say
the
that.
Chiefs. I met him. Super nice dude. And hooked us up with these tickets. And here's the thing: they're free tickets, so nobody assigns value to these things. If had they bought them, the first string would have been there.
Yeah.
But they're free tickets. I can't go. I got stuff to do. I got Thanksgiving errands.
Well, plus it's a hassle. Like, we ended up driving because it's just not practical to get there any other way.
Yeah, terrible to get to SoFi. It's really hard. So these 6 tickets, and then come game day, the only people that are now confirmed are me and Gary. And now this is like, okay,
Now it's like 11 a.m. on Sunday morning and the game's
well,
at 5.
we got to make some calls, and let's see if we can fill these spots because I'd hate for these tickets to go to waste. And so we start calling people, and
Oh, and at this point, I've already bought parking, and I've made the decision. The only way that this makes sense is I'll drive. Long Beach is sort of on the way, so I'll swoop Chris, and then anyone else who wants to come is on their own, but that's how we'll do it.
yeah. So Gary and I are coordinating. Like, okay, Gary's like, oh, I got 3 people who might want to come, and I'm like, okay, I'll check the other 2, and we'd switch. Oh, they said no, you take the other one, see if you could fill them. And eventually got to the point where I asked a buddy of mine, and he said yes, and then I couldn't find any more. And I'm like, hey, do you know anybody else who'd want to come? And he's like, yeah, I know another guy. And then he hit up that guy, and then that guy would know a guy, and eventually they all got filled. Now it is kind of funny being our age, where had this been 10 years ago, you would have called me. You would have called me and said, "Hey, do you want to go to a football game tonight?" On a dime, I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." But everyone has plans. They have families. They have dinners. They got stuff to do.
They got us to do.
They can't get out of it. They can't
Sunday
cancel.
night.
Yeah, it's Sunday night. So that's why it was so difficult. So we finally got all of them filled, and and so the reason I was like, oh, I don't know who really went is because I'm close with one of the guys.
Now hold on. Let's back this up. So Chris tells me all I get in a text message is everyone's confirmed, we're good to go. And I said, okay, I'll pick you up at 3:30. And Chris goes, nope, that sounds great. So 3:29.
Why would he say nope? That sounds great.
I stopped. He was
Okay.
going to say no problem. Whatever. It doesn't matter. So I pick Chris up at 3:30, and Chris and 2 other guys get into my car. I'm like, all right, great.
All
So
right,
we
all
drive
right.
to Chris,
Chris,
SoFi,
all right.
get to the Forum, which is
What's
where
up,
I
guys?
parked.
Did they talk to you or did they?
Everyone was
just
talking.
Totally shine you
No.
and look at their phones the whole time.
No, everyone was talking. They were asking questions about my car.
See, that's how it's done.
Yeah.
That's how it's done.
No, it was a nice.
Asking you questions about your car, like, how do you turn it on?
It's a
Where do
nice
you keep the
car.
key?
How do you turn this car on?
Yeah,
What
well,
do you think the
kind of,
value
yeah.
is?
You don't have to
Kind
carry
of.
keys, huh?
Yeah, stuff
Still
like
have a
that.
catalytic converter.
So we get to SoFi and I open the
You're
trunk.
gonna go to CatCon?
Yeah.
All right.
And I got a cooler in there with some Celtics, and these guys had brought some
It was Cat
beers.
Con Con.
Right.
And we're all chilling, having beers for, half hour or so. And finally we start walking in, and I don't even remember how exactly it came up, but I said something, and Chris goes, "Oh, I don't know 4 of these guys." I was like, "What are you talking about? They've been in my car and shit. We've been hanging out with them for like an hour and a half now. Like, what do you mean you only know 1 of these guys?" So yeah, I only know 1 of these guys. I was like, "Huh?" Like, okay, like those guys are cool at this point. Like, it was all right, like whatever, but like, huh?
Yeah, we walk. So anyway, yeah, that was pretty funny. I kind of revealed that. Yeah, we were already within the walls of SoFi before you found that out.
Yeah, that was.
But let's talk about getting there is tough. As Gary said, the driving is rough. We ended up parking at the Forum, which is across the street, and walking from the Forum to SoFi. There are already all those street dog vendors out there. A ton of them. I mean, it smells great.
We passed 20 at least walking in.
And they all. Are they all working together? Or are they all independent vendors? Because I feel like they work together because they all have the same thing on the menu.
They all work together.
But they all okay.
It's a cartel of sorts.
A cartel. Yeah,
Cartel.
a cartel. So they're all like right next to each other. So and they're all like, "Oh, come get a dog, get a dog, get a dog." So everyone's you're walking by, but then as we start walking to SoFi, there's also drinks. Like they have coolers filled with water.
Well, they're not really filled with water. There's
Yeah.
coolers with waters on the top.
Water bottles.
And then as you walk by, they drop their voice and go, "Tequila,
Yeah.
White Claw."
Smart.
And you look inside these coolers, and underneath the first layer of waters,
4
are
water
just
bottles,
Celtics,
30 fucking Celtics.
beers, tequila, bottles. Like it's all booze. And I'm just thinking, like, wow, this is crazy.
And no one is saying shit. And by the way, they're on the grounds. Like, it is enforceable. If somebody wants to stop them, they easily can walk up to them and say, "No, you can't do that here." But no one cares.
Yeah.
So what'd you buy?
We didn't buy anything because we had brought Celtics, and frankly, the only reason I didn't get a dog, and I was killing myself both before and after the game, was because I didn't bring cash. I do everything contactless now. Like, there's no reason to have
Venmo things on there.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's weird.
But anyway, you should have told me. I would have got you.
I know you would have.
So yeah, we're walking. We're seeing all these alcohol vendors now. We go to the game. We get in. We go inside. By the way, the entrance is literally the farthest entrance from where our car was. So that was fun getting there.
Yeah.
Get to our seats, and we watched the game. And it was. I don't know if you guys watched the game. It was Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Incredible game. Just
Great game.
great game. Dawson was texting me during it. He's he's getting some FOMO maybe.
I was just curious because I could see the stadium. You could see the stadium from TV, and the two upper deck layers of the stadium are all dark inside. And I was just wondering. I said, judging based on what this guy said about the tickets, there's a really good chance that Chris and Gary are sitting in the dark, and that looks really high up.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, and I wanted to see from your perspective what it was. So Chris, I said, "How are your seats?" But I didn't want to say, do you guys have shitty seats? Because that makes it sound like I'm fucking hoping you have shitty seats.
I still took it that way.
Yeah. It's not what it was. I was just curious. I wanted to see what it looks like. And I said, "How are your seats?" And Chris sent me a picture and says, "I just took this picture," and it's like life-size players of on the phone, the whole fucking screen. I'm like, obviously, you just took a picture of the fucking big screen. So I went to my TV and I did the same thing.
Yeah.
And I sent that picture and said, "My seat's better."
Yeah, that did happen. Actually, Doss, I Googled a picture. I just Googled a picture of Justin Herbert, and I'm like, hey, took this with my iPhone.
Nice.
That's great.
Yeah.
I
but yes,
want to
we
see
were.
that photo. I'm sure there's people holding up like iPhone 6s. It's like some vintage photo.
But yeah, I was expecting to see Instagram star Chris throwing up some pictures of the game. I needed to know.
The influencer. Well,
Matt, Justin Herbert came into the league 2 years ago. There was no iPhone 6s.
oh, it's okay.
He stood up. You can't even hear me. God damn it. That iPhone 6 comment pissed me off.
You mix Chargers with tech, and yeah, gonna get the horns from Gary. Now, so we're the game was incredible. Gary and I took a break during halftime to go get some food. And,
What'd you eat?
Got some pizza. Got a pizza.
Any
Some
good?
nachos?
And some nachos, yeah. And
It
so
was fine.
yeah, it was. I liked it.
It was
I thought
actually
it was
pretty
great.
good. It was
You know,
pricey. but it
okay,
was
the
good.
pizzas did this thing. There's a new trend in pizzas, which I personally love, and it's the pepperoni cups, where you put the pepperonis on, and then after you heat them up, they form a little cup, and all the oil just
That's not a
sits in
new
it.
trend. That's a classic pizza. That's the way every
No, that's
pizza
like-
looked when I was a kid.
Sure, but it's
That's
a
the way
trend. Like
pepperoni
it's like a
goes.
thing. Well,
It's a
it-
trend.
It's the Prince Street. It's
like
it was-
it's everywhere now. It wasn't like that all the time. That's what I'm saying, Doss. Like I'm not.
It was popularized by a place in New York called Prince Street Pizza.
Yeah,
that,
the
that
pepperoni
does
cup.
these little cups, these tiny, these specifically
Yeah.
small pepperonis, and now that's become a very popular thing recently.
I don't.
Oh, so
I don't know.
otherwise
The pizza
also
we grew
or
up
also
on.
called also something that became very popular recently. A trend.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, no,
I don't know
Peppino's
what it
Pizza.
is.
Peppino's Pizza, where I grew up, their pepperoni did the same thing. It was just that's one of the great things about eating one of those pizzas is getting the fucking cups of grease.
I'm
on the
not
pepperoni.
denying that they did
It's
that.
well, all I'm saying is this is something that's been done for a while.
Oh, sure.
It's disappeared because Domino's doesn't give a fuck or respect, what pepperoni should be on a pizza. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, well, but Doss. Okay.
It's nice that someone's doing it right.
Also, a new trend is high-waisted jeans on women. But that's something they did a long time ago too. I'm just saying that it's a thing that has just
You're right.
came
You're
into
right.
I agree with you, Chris.
into awareness.
I would say that it's akin to the hot chicken sandwich.
It's
They've always
not a-
had the
it's not a
Nashville
new
hot
trend.
chicken sandwich,
Right.
but it's having a renaissance right now.
Yeah, and everywhere is doing it, and I love it.
Nice.
It's
fantastic.
There's one thing about those Yeah, that is definitely. I would prefer that pepperoni, but the places that do those pepperonis tend to put like a shitload of them on the pizza.
yeah.
Anybody notice that? But me,
oh,
like when I see that a place does those pepperonis, I go, all right, well, just go easy on the pepperonis.
It's
'cause
a
they
layer.
Tend to put on way too many. And
Yeah.
then it fucking ruins it.
Yeah, there's no cheese. There's no cheese visual
It's just all pepperonis.
from the pizza. But I don't know. I love it, and I encourage it, and I hope that this
Hope
goes.
this new trend
I hope
keeps going.
I hope this brand new concept continues.
Becomes a
Continues
cultural
for the
phenomenon.
Yes.
rest
Yeah.
of time.
For the rest of the time that started probably today, I think.
Yeah.
So anyway, they had that pizza, and they did this thing, which, I mean, look, we've all talked about it. I don't know how I feel about it yet, but it's the iPad, the reverse iPad, where you have to sign your name and enter a tip after,
I
after
hate
you
that
buy the
shit.
thing.
Yeah.
Because we all get the anxiety of like, is this one of those spinny ones where they just turn it around and then just look at it and look back at you and go, oh, huh, alrighty.
Especially if you're gonna
They-
come
That's what
back
you
and
did, huh?
order more drinks.
The one
You're
that I
like,
keep
fuck,
getting,
I don't want. That's why I like to tip at the end. Like,
the thing that I keep getting at all these places is they turn around, they go, "It's going to ask you a question before you sign it."
yeah,
They know the question.
exactly.
I know what the question
Everybody
is.
Ask you
knows
a
the question.
question.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Though that's how they phrase it. They swivel the thing around, and there are some that you
So dumb.
and this at SoFi it starts at 15, 20, 25, and then
100.
yeah, 15, 20, 25, and then custom
Percent.
tip, right?
Yeah, percent.
Yeah, percent. Sorry, and I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna click custom tip. So I clicked custom tip, but then I realized that it didn't say custom tip; it said no tip in all big. And I go, and I literally just yell, "Oh no!
That's what you do. That's how you cover yourself.
Oh no!
Oh man!
Like
I'll get you
I
on the next
panicked,
one.
and
Yeah.
Gary looks at me, and Gary just speed walks away.
I don't want that smoke.
And Gary just, oh, and by the way, my pizza wasn't ready, so now I have to just sit there and
Yeah.
wait for it.
Chris was standing there for a full 2 minutes. I know because I filmed it because he was so uncomfortable standing there that I was standing like 20 feet away taking a video of it, and it took an uncomfortable amount of time.
But here's the thing: they'll be okay because they're getting a customer every 2 minutes, every minute, 2 minutes, and yeah, so they'll be all right. They won't notice my tip or non-tip, but
it'll be
I felt
fine.
really bad.
They
about it.
noticed.
But yeah, do you guys think that though? Like, are you judging me? Like, I have to do this? But then here's the thing: with tipping 15, 20, and 25, that's like for sit-down service.
Yeah, that's a
This
lot
is
of money.
ordering at the counter and
And
just
then the
being
pizza's
handed
not ready.
food. Yeah, and the pizza's not ready, and you're doing it before the you enjoy the food, so you don't really know
When
what
I
kind of
do
service you're
Uber
getting.
Eats, I always custom tip it. You get $2 for coming to my house. That's what you get. That's your tip
Really?
every time. $2.
Oh, no matter. Oh,
No matter what.
no matter what.
No matter what. $2.
Noted. Maybe that guy at the Uber pool is sitting next to you knew that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe that guy has Ubered food to your house before.
Yeah.
Might have.
But anyway, so we did that and then watched the game. And so the game, Matt, I don't have to tell you, so I'll just tell Cam how the game went. So
It was a great game.
it was a really great game.
Good.
Very back and forth. Chargers.
It was a fantastic game for my fantasy team. So I didn't actually watch it, but it turned out very well for me.
Do you have Mahomes or Kelsey? Which one?
I got Mahomes and the kicker.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, so so the Chargers score with 2 minutes left, right? And they're up. They're up by 3. And Gary looks at us. And by the way, all 5 of us, who's Gary, this is our first NFL game. We have our eyes have never seen a live NFL game.
At this point, you've seen 96% of an NFL game.
Yeah. Yeah. So Gary looks at all of us and goes, all right, guys, let's get out of here. Let's beat the traffic. And we're looking at him like, what? What? There's 3 minutes or there's 2 minutes left. It's only a 3-point game and Mahomes is getting the ball.
Mahomes, yeah.
And we're in Chargers. We're in a Chiefs section, right? These are like we're in with all the people who have connections to the Chiefs, so we're
Maybe
in
that's
there.
why Gary wanted to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, but Gary's like, all right, guys, let's get out of here. And I go, Gary, there's still a lot of football left. This could actually be the best part of the game right now. And what did you say?
I said I've seen this movie before. I know how this ends. Yes, he will go down, and yes, he will score a touchdown, and yes, I will be crushed, and then I will sit in a lot more traffic.
Yeah.
And you know what? That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that all came to fruition. Yeah, Mahomes and Kelsey score. There's now 30 seconds left. Justin Herbert. Now I'm looking at Gary like, look, this could be pretty cool. Like, 30 seconds left on the clock. You guys have the ball. All you have to do is score. And this is what a game to go to. Such a memorable game. And I think in the word game, there's an interception. Chiefs got the ball back. And Gary doesn't even the second that the Chiefs caught the ball, I look over to my right. Gary's already down the stairs. He is just as fast as he sped walk away from me at the pizza place. He is already getting out of the stadium.
Well, at least you were already at ground level because they built it below the thing, right?
No, we were in the real nosebleed, so we were like 2 stories up.
You were actually.
Dude, we were high up.
We were in the top section.
Oh yeah, so
wow,
I should
I
mention
didn't-
that the since we were
Still
friends
dope,
with
though.
the Chiefs, if you're the away team at SoFi, the Chargers give you some pretty
Shitty seats.
yeah. They're like, you want to bring some people to the game? This is where they sit.
I think that's probably true for every stadium.
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
That's just the way you
That's
do
just
it.
how it goes. Yeah,
Yeah.
you give
Well,
them a
I mean,
crappy
the
locker
Chiefs
room.
get the
you give them crappy-
last laugh because more than half of that stadium was wearing red.
It was pretty
Yeah, it was
crazy how
pretty-
much red there was.
It was pretty
Chargers don't have home games. Rams don't have home games. They're
Yeah.
either neutral or away.
They eventually will, but yeah, it's going to take a long time.
Gary did ask me, what, or maybe one of the randoms in the car was like, "Hey, what team do you like?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't really have a team. I just I don't know who I'll cheer for yet." And I cheered for both teams that
Yeah.
day.
You were like Rob Lowe wearing that NFL hat.
Yes, I was.
Didn't you have someone on fantasy you could at least?
I don't know.
No.
All I do. I told Gary, I'm just like, I'm giving a high five to whoever offers me one, and that's what I did. I just cheer for everybody.
It was a fantastic game minus the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then it took us like 3 hours to get home. Gary's just sitting there. We were just sitting in this line, and I just look over at Gary, and I could just feel him. I could just feel it.
I was just
Well,
bummed that we had lost. It was all right.
At least Gary knew everybody in the car.
Yeah. By
Personal
then,
relationship with all of them.
Exactly.
By then, we're all good friends.
No, but it was a super fun time. I really had a good time, and I got to be honest, Dawson. We easily sat in the worst 5% or so of seats in that stadium.
But it was still great.
It was still pretty
Dude,
tight.
you could
Sweet.
see everything.
Yeah, I mean that
incredible.
board,
I believe it.
that giant jumbotron's really a game changer.
Yeah.
You can kind of sit anywhere you like.
Yeah. All righty. Well, speaking of Teslas, because Gary drove us in his Tesla, and that's why they're asking so much about the car. I guess I kind of gave it away, but it's kind of funny anyway. So I'm in a parking structure, and I see look, this is gonna say a lot about me. I'm not proud of it, but growing up and also being dating girls who have had car issues, I've always been like it's always been my problem, right? I've gotten the call so many times, hey, flat tire, and wherever I was like, all right, I'll go over there and change it for you, and I would drive over and change it for you. I have one ex, I changed 5 of her tires within the span of our relationship. That's a
All right.
car and a
She's slashing
quarter.
her tires, dude.
She's slashing her own tires.
yeah, she's like, I need to see
Needs
him
my
again.
attention. Yeah, that's the bat signal for me. That's the Chris signal.
Yeah.
Just slash the tire. So I kind of get that. That's fine. So I'm in a parking structure. I'm looking, and there's a woman who has her engine hood open and just like is in there, and I'm like looking at her, and I go, oh man, I'm just driving by my Prius, like oof, that sucks for her. She's gonna have a long night ahead of her. And then I realized she had a Tesla and she's just loading something in her frunk. And I was like, oh, okay, she has a way cooler car than I do. All right, well, I'm an asshole. And I drove away. I thought, yeah, that's kind of how it goes now.
The frunk,
exciting.
The frunk is an interesting thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be even weirder for things like that F-150 because the whole hood opens up, including like the front grille, and then it's just got like a massive front compartment.
Yeah. See, why do we even need the front part? Why don't we just have like what those Volkswagen vans had, where your legs are just right up at the edge? Have you ever sat in those Vanagons and
Well,
Crumple
Westphalias?
zones.
I mean, I don't know if you're joking or
You
not,
lose your
but
legs in a front end.
That's
collision.
very bad. Actually, yeah, I do know the
the
answer.
practical answer is about
Oh.
aerodynamics and crumple zones.
And by the way, do not, because there was a night where I drank a little too much and Jen was driving us around, and I put my legs up on the dash, and I was like, I reclined to put my legs up on the dash. Don't do that, because I saw a X-ray of somebody who did that, and their whole hip was just gone, like disintegrated. So, my PSA for today: don't put your feet on the dash, people. It's not good.
Hip hip hooray.
Yeah. If you want to keep saying
I
that,
don't think that's what that guy was saying.
yeah, if you want to keep saying that, don't put your
Also, I gotta say, if you're putting your feet up on the dash, you're really setting yourself up to just fart right at the AC vents, and then that will then blow into the rest of the car. It's just
That's why you
weird.
were doing it.
Dude,
right?
it's
Well,
better
yeah,
when
that
it's
doesn't
the
bother
heater.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Better
I mean-
when it's the heater.
He said he had been drinking. It's, sometimes you gotta let your wife know what's up.
Yeah, you guys want to do some comments?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
It's time for listening.
All right, and these are all comments found within our Facebook group. And by the way, if anybody wants to subscribe to us on Facebook and join the group, it's really easy. Just go to facebook.com/groups/Bobo Boy Army Worldwide LLC. You answer a few questions, we might let you in. It's really easy. It's my favorite place on the internet. And it's just such a good community. So please join and hang out with us. All right, let's start it off. Messiah Quinones says, I'm a little behind, but how on earth is Empress Gin blue? It's clearly purple. And yes, we have discussed this before, Matt, and I'm sorry, but there's a picture in our Facebook group that's definitely purple, my friend.
That
So
is very blue.
are you okay? That is blue. This is purple. That is blue.
believe
This
it
is
is
purple.
actually right in the middle because if I'm not mistaken, the
Blurple.
color that
Yeah, why
it
couldn't they-
identifies as is indigo.
Why did they have to circle?
I like blurple.
Like, why couldn't
Yeah.
whoever circled it circle just the purple one? Why'd they circle a blue and a purple
They found the one
'Cause I'm
picture
sitting
where
there
it's sitting
going,
next to a bottle
yeah.
of Bombay
No,
Sapphire.
that's definitely blue. Yeah, but the one next. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Thanks.
that's why
That's a
that's why it's a
confused
circlet.
Circle
That's
guy.
a confusing picture.
And
to
yes,
use.
can
Circle
we-
jerk.
Can we change indigo to blurple? Because I think that makes more sense and more people would understand
Yeah.
that. The laziest color was yellow green growing up. There was a yellow green and a
There
green
was a
yellow.
green. There was a yellow green.
It's like,
and
what
there was
is
a green
this?
Yellow, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it could have easily been
Now it's
Grello and
squash.
Mean.
yeah. Or there's actually like a mac and cheese. Like they're just picking foods now.
Well, now there's a whole like cottage industry of like offensive
Cottage cheese.
Hey, there you go. But like the offensive crayons, where it's like the colors are all like super like messed up stuff, or like it's like this is murder scene blood red.
Ew.
Ew.
Yeah, I don't like that. No, honey, you're never allowed to use that crayon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the indigo should be called blurple.
Yeah, blurple.
Let's
Yeah.
Can we campaign for that, Bobo Army?
Hashtag
Thanks.
blurple.
Hashtag blurple, please. All right. Eric Harvey wants to know what's our preference for cranberry sauce. Do we like the canned? Do we like the actual berry sauce? We've been over this. I'm good with either, and I like them for different reasons. Actually, let me change that. I love them for different reasons, but I love them both.
And I got a hot take. You can have all the cranberry sauce. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm not interested.
I get
Thank
all
you
of
very
Gary's
much.
cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
I'm
keep
right
it
there
at
with
that,
Gary.
I'm with you too.
Not interested.
Me and Matt, are we on Cranberry Island? Just me and you?
Yeah, dude. We're together. But I'll tell you what, you can keep the canned stuff. I want the fresh. I want the fresh.
You two have fun on your island. Kaylin and I will be in our castle eating fucking stuffing without fruit in it.
Yeah, I guess if I put that on my stuffing, it adds fruit to my stuffing.
I'm not
I was
invited.
thinking about this
I'm not
this
invited
earlier.
to the
guys-
stuffing party.
You hadn't declared yet.
I did. I'm
For-
not
Do you guys
invited to
remember-
the stuffing party with Caitlin and Gary?
Are you cranberry sauce fan?
No, I'm
He said
not.
no,
I don't
yeah.
need it.
Oh, okay. Then you can come to the castle too.
I want to go to the castle.
Stuffing castle. Now it's not called that because it's
Oh,
called that
too
because
late.
of the
We know,
food.
no, we know why.
It's
We
called
know
that
why.
because of the food.
I know what goes on there.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys remember a few years ago we tried to rank the worst Thanksgiving side?
No, we didn't
And
try. We successfully
Well, we did it.
declared it as
Successfully.
marshmallows.
No, there's marshmallows. It's not even a
Marshmallows.
fucking Thanksgiving side. How the
But
fuck
how
did
we
it get
got
in
there.
And then
It
we
was
and then
really-
we went to Mallow money for our Patreon.
See, and
Yep.
that's how we just had to meet up.
It's
It
a
all
journey, not
it
a
literally-
destination.
Yeah, this all just came full circle, which
a
I
twisted
I'm
web
very
we weave.
appreciative of. Eric Laporte says, "Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope everyone has a I hope everyone has a wonderful holiday with family and or friends. I'm definitely thankful for the water cooler and everyone involved and everyone in the Bobo Boy Army. I love that. Kayla, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful
Boobs.
for all of you guys.
Oh,
Hey.
that's really sweet. I love
There you
that.
go. Yeah.
All right, David O'Hanlon says, "Oh, it's an ACS question. Let's move on." I like. The, look, I get it. I get how.
Move on.
No,
Move
There's
on.
another Facebook group for that.
Move on.
Yeah,
but
we keep moving.
they argue that we monitor this one more carefully, and that's right, we do for water cooler stuff.
That's
Move on.
okay. Let's move on here. Geez, there's a lot of pictures here. I'm trying to find some text. Okay, here we go. Bob Heinrich Jr. says, "I'm fairly new to podcasts and don't know all the lingo. What exactly do the water cooler guys do?"
Yeah, I didn't appreciate this one. We got to start screening the comments, Chris. This whole thing where you do them off your computer live on the show is really biting us in the
looking at it.
ass. I do
You're
not want to
looking at
answer
it
this
right now,
comment.
pal. This is it.
This is what I do.
This is what we do.
What's up?
Go fuck yourself.
No, don't. No, thank you for
Oh,
listening.
Nicholas-
Please stay subscribed and go
Nicholas-
to patreon.com/watercooler.
Yes, please.
But also, Chris, let's
Nicholas Doyvetter.
I'm kidding, dude.
Nicholas Doyvetter says he's a Chiefs fan. He just says he has a Kelsey jersey and hopes we had fun at her game. And yeah, we did. We absolutely did, Nicholas. So thank you.
I'm sure you did too with your Kelsey jersey.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I have the Kelsey jersey.
Yeah.
You had
I'm
a
just
good
kidding.
night.
Kelsey's the shit. I love Kelsey.
Dan Churchman said, "Damn, I just put a T-shirt on backwards. I don't know how long my current streak was, but it's got to have been over 300 days. Guess I'll have to start back at 0.
300.
Dude,
300
that is a good streak.
Now
I
backwards.
thought he was going to say weeks or something.
Look,
Dude, I haven't put a shirt on backwards in ages. Now inside out, all the time.
What?
Ah.
What do you mean all the time?
I put on my
All
shirt
the time.
backwards.
If I wake up in the morning and I just need to put a shirt on, I'm just going to grab the one in the hamper. Sometimes it's inside out.
That's where you get the new shirts from, right?
Yeah, you Dawson seem to agree on that. So I have so many questions for Dawson.
all the time?
Not all the time, but it happens.
How
many
long?
times a
week-
year?
At least once a week do I put a shirt on inside out.
That is a
Because I don't care. I'm not going out. It's just a
Do
fucking
you
shirt.
fold your laundry?
No, but I don't
Yeah,
understand.
clean stuff. Yeah.
Hold on. I don't
But
understand.
if I don't take a shower, I'm not putting on a clean shirt.
I'm
I'll
fine
put
with
on
that.
a dirty
Why?
shirt until I take a
because
shower.
you're already dirty.
Because then if I take a shower, then I just wasted a shirt on half a day.
All right, hold on. I have questions. I'm fine with that, and I do that too. I will put on a dirty shirt all the time, like no problem. But if you claim you have not put one on backwards in ages, how wouldn't that present that you are identifying the shirt to figure out what's front and what's back? How are you not realizing that it's inside out?
No, I don't care that it's inside out.
Oh.
I'm not going to take the time to put it right side in just to put it on. When
you're-
all I'm
you
wearing
know
is
it's
a fucking
inside
shirt.
out.
Yeah, Dawson
absolutely.
looks at the mirror.
Okay, well, then that's
He
completely
sees that his shirt's inside out, and he goes, "All right, I'm going outside."
Yeah.
And he goes and lives his day, which is fine. I get that.
Or he puts on each
But
side.
How
no,
many-
my point is I can't understand the backwards because you can see a tag and it's totally uncomfortable as soon as you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The neck goes up to your chin. So, How often are you? How long can a shirt last before you wash it?
Depends on the day.
Well,
Depends on
I'll
the
only
day.
wear it in public one day.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's a one day.
Kaylin, you
But
recently
it
declared
can get recycled the next day.
Mm.
So sometimes
Yeah.
a day and a half.
Okay.
Kaylin, you recently declared that you don't do your own laundry. Why are you not? Why are you letting these shirts go weeks on end of being dirty? Just throw the fucking hamper and get a new one.
Well, again, we keep talking about dirty, clean, when really it's about the smell. If it passes the smell test, then it's fine. Once it ceases to pass that test is when I discover.
I agree with this notion.
Hold on a
but
second.
So if it's
Jen would
covered
be
in
horrified.
barbecue sauce, it's covered in barbecue sauce, but it smells like a goddamn daisy.
Well, it's
You're
gonna
putting
smell
that
like
on?
barbecue sauce. Come on.
Yeah, then it'll smell like.
I would argue that the second time you smell it, whether it's a good smell or a bad smell, you're done.
Oh, if
You
you
get
have
one,
to
you
check
get
twice.
one, you get
You've
one smell
already-
check.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the time you go, I better smell check this again, then it's dirty.
That's okay.
Yeah.
If you don't know, it's dirty.
Yeah,
You
if
got
you've
it.
already smell checked it once and went, hey, I got another use out of this. Next time you go, I should smell check that. Just put it in the hamper.
Yeah. See, I put on my shirt
Yeah,
backwards.
if you have to smell your shirt, the second you smell your shirt, that should be the sign that you should not wear this shirt.
Listen,
No.
listen,
The
do
weight's
you-
more
do you
often than
spell
not, it's
check?
fresh.
Do you spell check the same thing twice? No. Spell check once. Smell check works the exact same way. You don't do it a second time.
Same rules because they sound alike.
You're
the
relying
words
a
have the
little
same
too
letter.
much on semantics.
The words have the same letters.
Whatever
I'm
you do,
not
don't
sure
spell
your
check
argument stands, but I like it. I like what your theory is rooted in.
Yeah, I like it too. Now, I put on my shirt backwards. It's a 50-50 chance I'm putting it on backwards because I'm.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. No, that I don't understand, dude.
But here's the thing. I'll explain it to you. I wear plain black shirts. Typically, I wear plain black shirts every day. Just t-shirt,
Right, but
black
they have
t-shirt.
a printed tag.
No, well, there's
inside
no
the back.
tag.
It's printed on there.
It's
It's
freaking
printed on there.
2022,
21st century,
baby.
jeez.
The tagless.
I said printed. It's the printed. It's a.
It's small.
Especially on Chris's shirts.
Yeah. Well, there
There you go.
That's the
Yeah.
way to explain it.
There
I
we
guess.
go.
I mean,
now it makes sense. Now
the
it
number of times I let it go in the
There we
meetup.
That's right. No,
we
I mean,
go.
Gotta give me one.
I'm with Gary on
Ring
this
the bell.
one. I'm with Gary on this one because
Chris-
it must be small if Chris can't tell.
Chris, I will say I have a solution for you because I too like to wear monochrome, just single shirts. You got to go V-neck, baby. That's how you know.
I can't do the V-neck. I can't pull
there
it
you
off.
go.
I'm just not that comfortable showing off my cleavage.
I can't pull it off either, but I still
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. You do. No, you pull it off too.
No, I rock
Gary,
it.
I gotta say, and I don't mean it as an insult at all, but you are the only person I can think of that wears the plain V-neck. That's like, to me, that is like a indicative of your, like, that's a Gary shirt if
Yeah.
it's got the V-neck on it.
Well, yeah, I do like the V-necks because I have a really large head. So with the crew neck, I'm stretching out collars all day. If I do the V more often, my head actually fits a lot nicer.
Well, again, Chris, you're trying to wear children's clothing. It's the adult ones, they give a little more room.
Look
in
at
that.
me.
I like
Look
that.
at
Oh, you
that
started
camera.
it.
You look at that
You-
camera.
you
I
started
didn't
it.
start it.
You-
I didn't start it. Get out of here.
Sparked the
I like to
flame.
wear the crew neck because it makes me feel like I have friends.
Yeah, because of the crew.
The crew.
Yeah, yeah. I wear crew necks too. So yeah. Stuart Bradshaw says I hit a Coinstar once a year. I always opt for an Amazon credit. There's no fee if you opt for a gift card. I guess we're gonna use it on Amazon.
I didn't know that was a thing. I stopped.
That must
You
be
gotta
new.
look for
I stopped
states
before Amazon.
you start dumping that shit in the Coinstar, man. You got to look for the states for quarters.
Well, quarters won't accept him. He wants to go about it the right way, so
Yeah,
he's not
I
going to
won't
be
take
letting
him. I'll
people
send him right
send in
back.
quarters.
Say no. If I find one, I'll be like, "Hey, Kaylin, ask me if I got change for $1."
You got change for $1?
And I'll be like, "Yeah, dude. Here's fucking Michigan and Texas,
I'll be like,
California,
good
and
for
Utah."
you, but I can't take it. Sorry.
You wouldn't take it, huh?
I wouldn't take it.
That I appreciate.
Here's what
That.
you
He's so
gotta do.
pure.
I like it.
I don't think any.
Dawson.
I wouldn't offer twice either. I would save them and then watch as your collection grows. And
No,
I'd just
I can't-
rub these 2 coins. And then what I would do is I would throw them in the ocean in front of you.
Yeah, Dawson, you wouldn't spell check
I'm
twice, so
glad
you
you
wouldn't
didn't
offer
say
it twice.
fish
Yeah.
Throw them in the ocean. Harsh.
Now, I can't do this because I'm in a different state than Kaylin, but Chris, I know you are a sleight of hand master, and Dawson, maybe you can learn a thing or two. All either of you have to do is try to get that quarter into Kaylin's pocket without him knowing that you've done it, and then he'll come home and he'll be like, "Hey, there's a quarter in my pocket. Perfect." You know, like,
maybe
you can
the
kinda-
next time we play Where's My Pants?
Yeah.
Perfect chance.
Yeah, Kaylin, what if a state quarter mysteriously came out of your ear?
Yeah, there you go.
It was your ear. It was technically
Yeah,
on your person.
it was inside of your ear the whole time.
It was in
Well,
you.
At this point,
Yeah.
I am looking so vigorously for these quarters that as soon as I find one, I remember it. So if one just appeared in my pants, I'd be like, I don't remember looking for this one. I'm not sure how to feel about this.
Search is so vigorous. He's found 4 in 3 months.
He also just declared that he completely
can't
remembers
remember.
the second that he finds it. But 5 minutes ago, we quizzed him on what one he'd accomplished, and he had to go get it.
I remember that I found one, just not which state it was.
He just checks it off in his brain. Quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's do one more. Andrew Owen Wilson says, Matt, I can help you worst fest correctly next year. My family's been going
I
for
read
ages.
this.
Yeah. So what do you think it maybe go again, Matt? What do you think?
Oh, we'll definitely go again. We're just going to go a little earlier in the day when it's not quite as busy. But I took a screenshot of, I'm sorry, what was the name of the commenter?
Andrea Owen Wilson. Wow.
Andrea, thank you. Very helpful. I immediately
Is that
showed
really
it
her
to
name?
my wife. And we both agreed we're going to hit up those places next year.
You think
so.
she
Yeah.
married her husband so that she could have that?
That's what I'm just thinking. Because look, Andrea
Come on,
Owen,
Andrea.
which is weird because Jennifer Owen is my wife's maiden name.
Who?
My wife. Oh, it's her maiden name. And yeah, I'm surprised she didn't marry Wilson.
Yeah. Andrea, sound off in the comments. I believe you married your spouse because you wanted to be Andrea Owen Wilson. And you know what? I don't think you can convince me otherwise. So maybe don't sound off because I will forever believe
Yeah,
that.
regardless of what you say, we know what we believe.
Wow.
All right. Well, anyway, those are comments, everybody.
Hey,
Thanks for writing in. And yeah. So we do have a Patreon show that we're going to do after this,
Yeah.
which we're just going to do immediately. And I know we'll open it up with a Flick in and then a Shay.
Doesn't look like we're doing it that immediately.
Why?
We might have a 5-minute break.
Oh, Dawson just put in a cigarette.
There might be a slight break between this and the Patreon show.
No, you guys can start without me.
We can wait for you, pal. It's all good.
We'll wait.
But yeah, it's gonna be a fun show. We gotta get that Patreon in, even if Thanksgiving is on a Thursday.
Yeah.
I gotta tease something too that I'm gonna share in the Patreon show. I had to call 911.
Ooh.
What?
Oh.
Get up, get down. 911 is a joke in your town.
It's an exact recreation
Yeah.
of
That's
right.
what the experience was like.
That's right.
What? Matt, I called 911?
So find
I
out
did.
who Matt shot on Patreon.
Oh, jeez,
Right.
Louise. All right, well, yeah, what a tease there. All right, well, why don't we go around and get our plugs in, and we'll start the Patreon show right after
Let's
this.
do it.
So, Gary, what is your plug?
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. YouTube.com/Reasonable Doubt Podcast. Subscribe there for all Reasonable Doubt video content. Nice pull there, Dawson. He just flicked that cigarette into his mouth while I was talking. It was impressive. Yeah, it was just as impressive as that, Chris. Yeah, so check that out. And of course, our Patreon that we just mentioned is patreon.com/watercooler. And we do not miss. We're doing one for Thanksgiving Day. So
Yeah.
come join us. It's fun.
You come at the king, you better not miss. That's not applicable at all. But
Nor is that the line. Nor is that the quote.
It's really not at all.
As a Wire fan,
I
that,
like the
that,
sentiment.
that
if you
really
come-
bothered me.
If you
I
come
like
to
the
the
sentiment.
king,
No,
you
yeah.
better not miss.
Yeah, if you come to the king, bring stuffing.
If you come to the king,
Right.
I've never seen The Wire.
Well, you're missing out.
Well, I'm missing out on quotes too. And Gary, what are you thankful for, other than what Kalen said?
I'm thankful for you getting into golf.
Wow!
I am very thankful for you getting into golf. I have returned to my previous days of keeping my golf clubs in my car because
Can't confirm.
who knows when a 9-hole excursion might break out.
Can't confirm. I saw
Pick
Gary's
pick up golf.
clubs in his trunk the other day.
I brought him to SoFi, baby. You never know what can happen.
I know there's a cemetery right across
I
the
don't
street.
know if Kristen said at the last minute, let's go get in 9 and we'll catch the second half. I gotta be ready.
Yeah, I love that. All right, Doss, what do you want to plug?
Just if it takes 5 minutes and you got to do it, just do it now. Just whatever it is, just get it done. You're gonna feel a lot better. Don't put things off.
I like
Just
that.
say fuck it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get it done.
Yeah,
Get it
Unless it's
done.
turning your shirts inside out, then fuck it.
Well, I mean, you got to prioritize your jobs, man. Okay. I mean, what do I get out of the shirt being right? And I get 0 out of it.
yeah.
So I'm not going
And
to
if it
waste
takes
that
you
20
takes you
seconds.
5 minutes to turn your
Yeah,
shirt back and the
that's
other
true.
way.
Then
That's
you're
true.
severely disabled.
Yeah, you may have some problems that you have to work on.
Now, just get up, get it done. You're going to feel a lot better. And happy Thanksgiving.
What are you thankful for?
Honestly, Rodolfo at Travelers Insurance.
Oh, give it
I'm
up for Adolfo.
I'm truly grateful for
Yeah.
Rodolfo Travelers Insurance. Aside from being stuck out of my house, insurance should not be this easy. This is ridiculous how easy this is for me.
Yeah.
It's fucking and you know because of Rodolfo, I'm keeping my sanity, so I'm pretty stoked. So thanks. And anybody, I don't know where. I guess I recommend Travelers, but I got a guy. If you're in California and you're looking for homeowners insurance, and it's a guy who listens, Jeff Lee's brother-in-law.
Ah.
Is
So
his name
it's
Rodolfo?
in the family. No, Rodolfo's my adjuster.
Oh, okay.
Jeff's brother-in-law's name is Jeff,
Yeah.
and I'm through Jeff, but because Jeff is my whatever, like gatekeeper agent, and then Rodolfo's the adjuster.
All right. But Dawson has a guy.
Jeff,
I got
Jeff,
a
and
guy.
Rodolfo.
You need a guy. I got a guy.
I love that. All right. Kalen, what do you want to plug?
I just hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving and don't accept stuffing with fruit in it.
Yeah.
Wow. Jeez,
Yeah.
you're just
Make a separate one.
starting a whole movement now.
Yeah,
People
not
can-
okay.
It's not okay. For other people like it, it's still not okay.
Still not okay.
What are you thankful for, Kalen?
Here it
I'm
is.
thankful. Yeah, I'm thankful for all of you. Well, for all of you.
I asked him
Oh,
randomly.
yeah,
I put him on the
that's right.
spot
Sorry.
just to see what he'd say.
Sorry.
And then Matt, what do you want to plug?
You can follow me on Twitter at Matt Fondelier. You can also check out our Patreon. Definitely check that out. And I'm just going to get ahead of the question and say what I'm thankful for, which is for this very podcast. It's hard to believe that I have been away from LA for 7 months now.
What?
But it doesn't really feel like it because we have these twice a week hangouts. So that's been really great for me adjusting to a new city, even though I do love it out here. And I'm just really thankful that, still get to be a part of the show, and all the fans are just fucking amazing, especially the ones who sign up for our Patreon. But, love you guys.
We love you too, Matt.
Yeah. All right.
Chris?
And as for my plug, just have a happy Thanksgiving. That's mine. And
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
yeah, have a happy Thanksgiving. And I'm sure we'd all be happy to check that out. And I'm thankful for YouTube, because if you go on YouTube and watch this very video, you can see a little turkey behind Matt, and I've been watching that thing all day, and I love it. Just so in the spirit. So
Gobble.
yeah, so gobble gobble. All right, we're gonna start Patreon right now, so subscribe if you want to hear that one. We love you. Goodbye.